Hello and welcome to Peru State Sports Network. I'm Chaz Dunn, and this week we have 3 interviews for you. One with junior football player Vic Hubbard, another with sophomore volleyball player Tyra Mollhoff, and finally one more with junior cross-country runner Jacey Sutton. And in addition to last week's show, we'll have some more news segments for you this week, so stay tuned for those. Today we welcome Vic Hubbard, junior defensive back on that Bobcat football team. Vic, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Appreciate it.
First of all, congrats to you guys on the first victory of the season, 24-14 over Missouri Valley last weekend at the Oak Bowl. How do you and the team feel after copping that elusive first W?
I really think that the team is honestly just coming closer together. We had a couple small things that we needed to fix when it come to supporting the offense and really just supporting each other as a team, and we really feel like we emphasized on that last game.
Okay, well said. Definitely confidence boost going into this week. Vic, I brought you up in an interview with Coach Schneider last week after you led the team with 8 tackles against Evangel. You followed that thing up with a performance this weekend that was another strong one, and that win over Moval. What do you think you're playing your best football out there right now? I mean, it sure looks like you're locked in. And how do you continue that strong defensive play you're going on right now?
I definitely think I could be playing better football. I think I'll always be able to do better. There's always something to work on, but really just confidence is playing out there, sacrificing your body, and really just focus on being more of a team player than focusing on self-stats, man. So
yeah, I hear you. But you're doing a great job out there, no doubt. And the team gets to see that, it spreads to the team. And the Bobcats, they're now sitting 1-3 overall this season after getting that first W. Set to match up with Mid-America Nazarene on the road this Saturday. Vic, this conference is still anyone's. What have you guys done to prepare this week, and what do you expect from these Mid-America Pioneers?
I think we're doing less of really just talking about things, like in the week, like, okay, we already got this, we should kick these boys out of the water and just being more action, taking action and actually just doing it, taking care of the small things, whether it's DBs and keeping your eyes out of the backfield, and whether it be the linemen doing your job and getting to where you need to be, lining up right. I think we're just really taking care of the small things and doing what we can do, and most importantly, just doing your job. What I mean? That's something we needed to focus on as a defense and as a whole entire team, and I think we're doing that now.
All right, great. That's good to hear. You guys are taking it a day at a time. 1 o'clock kickoff in Olathe, Kansas this Saturday against Mid-America. Vic, thanks for coming on the show, and good luck this weekend, man.
Appreciate it.
Go Cats.
Holy Grail.
Today we welcome Jacey Sutton, junior cross-country runner for the Cats. Thanks for coming on the show, Jacey.
You're welcome.
Now, the Bobcat cross-country runners were in Crete last Saturday for the Dean White Invite. They finished 13th out of 14 teams. Jacey, what did you see from yourself and your fellow Bobcat runners that were positive takeaways from that meet?
This was the first time in 5 years that our coach has been coach of the cross-country team.
Wow.
That everyone has improved their time from last week at Hastings to this week at Doane.
Mm-hmm.
So they've ran every year for 5 years, back to back from Doane or Hastings to Doane. and this was the first year that every single person on our team has PR'd their time. So,
Okay. Wow.
yeah.
That's pretty impressive. And so you guys got 13th out of 14. That must have been a really competitive meet for you guys.
Yeah, Morningside's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Dordt College from Iowa is pretty good. Hastings is pretty good. So, yeah, a lot of competition there.
A lot of great competition. Now, the Dean White invite was considerably the biggest meet you guys have been in, definitely so far this season. You're in Wayne this Saturday for the Wayne State invite. Is this one just as big as the Dean White, and what are your expectations this weekend?
Our team has never actually been to this Wayne meet, so it'll be new to all of us. It'll be new to our coach. We're just looking to build on our progress from the last 3 weeks. Just get better, go for more PRs.
Of course, well said. One more question here, Jayce. 2 more meets after this weekend before the Hart Conference Championship meet. That one's on November 3rd. So how do you guys keep improving as we move toward that conference meet?
Well, after this week, we have a few weeks off, so that just means
nice.
we can extra hard, push them a little bit harder since we don't have meets on the weekends. We can push ourselves a little bit harder and be a little bit more sore, so we have a little bit more time to recover.
Awesome, that's always great. Jayce, thanks for coming on the show. Wayne State invite this Saturday, that starts at 9:30 a.m. And Peru's toughest mile is October 27th. That'll start at 8 a.m. Jayce, thanks for coming on the show, and good luck the rest of the way out.
Thank you.
Go Cats.
Hello, Peru State Sports Network. We are here with head cheer coach Brooke Earnest, going on her 4th season now. First of all, I have to say it was pretty incredible to see the amount of growth cheer has had, especially over this past summer. How does it feel having the largest cheer team in Peru State college history?
It's pretty cool to have the largest cheer team, considering we're not declared a varsity sport at Peru. So recruiting, it's pretty fun to go out and continue to grow our program.
Since you have a quite larger team this year, what are some challenges and what are some successes that you've had from having more team members?
So some challenges, our scholarship dollars are pretty small, so it's hard to compete with schools like Midland or Missouri Valley who can offer like $14,000 scholarships. Another thing is it's just myself as the head coach, so I have to find volunteers to kind of help me manage the team, but it's pretty fun and worth it. Some successes we've had, obviously we're the largest cheer team, so we have bigger stunts. We have a lot of girls who have experience in stunting from Nebraska high schools, so that's pretty neat too. And as we gear up to be a competition squad, we're big enough to kind of compete with the schools in our conference.
Awesome. Lastly, what are some future plans for the Peru State cheer team this year?
For this year, so we are actually going to our first competition as a non-exhibition team. So what that means is we can go and compete, we just can't actually place. So that gives us some experience when and if we do become a varsity sport. We've also gone through NCAA camp and we've placed with bronze bids to nationals. So we're just hoping that everything we're doing right now gets us to be a varsity sport so we can go out and compete and bring titles home.
Sweet. Thank you so much, Coach.
Yep, go Cats.
Hi, I'm Ethan Arnold, and we are here with another round of 10 and 20s. Emily, are you ready?
Yeah.
Lucky number.
6.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
Early mornings or late nights?
Early morning.
Favorite drink?
Coffee.
Future career?
Middle school math teacher.
Favorite color?
Blue.
Spirit animal?
Goat.
Favorite professor?
Dr. Ruskamp.
What are you watching on Netflix right now?
Parks and Rec.
What kind of ice cream would you be?
Mint chocolate chip.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Today we welcome Tyra Mollhoff, sophomore volleyball player for the Cats. Tyra, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Hard-fought loss last night for the Cats in 5 sets at William Penn. That's a long drive. You said you guys got back at 2. That brings the record to 5 and 13. What are you seeing from the team as a whole, and how do you get on a hot streak now as we're approaching the final stretch of the season?
I think that we just need to focus on staying consistent with our energy. We have really high points and then sometimes drop down to low points during the game, and we just need to keep those highs going all the time.
Okay. Now, of the Cats' 18 games so far, only 2 have been at home in front of Bobcat Nation. So, big weekend coming up as you guys have 2 big conference games against Missouri Valley and Evangel, both at home. How are you guys preparing for hopefully a successful weekend here at home?
We just need to focus on the positives and keep our energy high, use the home games to our advantage, and hopefully bring home some wins.
Exactly. Hopefully Bobcat Nation will show up and show out. The Bobcats are generally a young team, and you're a sophomore, and there's plenty of other young talent around you. How do you and the underclassmen work to be in sync with the upperclassmen?
I think right now we just need to learn from them and work hard together. Age difference shouldn't probably matter at this point, and we need to especially use our seniors since it's getting closer to the end of the season. So.
All right, perfect. Great answers. Tyra Mollhoff, thanks for coming on the show and visiting with us. Go Cats.